The health risks of secondhand smoke among children with asthma have been recognized and supported by researchers.
Hi, my name is Tigran Avatisian. I'm 13 years old. I attend Milliken Middle School and I'm 8th grade.
So tell us a little about yourself. What do you like to do?
I usually play piano, basketball, chess, and a lot of video games.
Hello, today I am meeting with Tigran Avatisian, who has asthmatic symptoms. Hey Tigran, how are you?
Good.
That's good. I'm just going to ask you a couple questions today about your asthma, and I want you to answer them the best that you can. Is that okay?
Okay.
Great. So tell me how you feel about your dad smoking around you, given that you have asthmatic symptoms.
I honestly don't like it at all because I can't really do anything about it, and he usually smokes in the kitchen where I go to very often, and it's quite a bothersome.
Right. Do you feel like it makes you more vulnerable and sensitive?
Yeah.
Great. So, is your dad aware that smoking adversely affects you and your asthmatic symptoms?
He is, and he tries not to smoke pretty early in the night when I'm still like walking around through the kitchen. But sometimes he comes from work, he's tired, he just pulls out a cigarette.
Do you feel that you're powerless about your health?
Kind of, because the smoke, I've heard it travels at least 10 feet in all directions, and if he leaves the door open, it could usually come to my room.
Oh, I see. So has he done anything to try to, I guess, mitigate or make less the secondhand exposure to you?
He tries to smoke outside very often. He tries not to smoke when I'm around, and he usually waits till a little bit later at night before he actually pulls out a cigarette in the kitchen.
Okay. What about in the morning when he's driving you to school? Is he smoking in the car?
Yeah, but he usually keeps the window open and keeps the cigarette outside.
Okay. But do you feel like it still kind of
Finds
finds its way in? And
the wind usually somehow blows it around to my window.
it's interesting to note that smoking exacerbates asthma and asthma-related problems in up to 1 million asthmatic children. Do you feel that the secondhand smoke exacerbates your asthmatic symptoms or makes worse your asthmatic symptoms?
Yeah, because usually when I'm near the smoke, I start having breathing problems, and if I inhale too much of it, I can't actually breathe at all at some points.
Oh wow, so you feel like you're having respiratory problems?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so what do you think are the health consequences of secondhand smoke among children with parents who smoke, or specifically even you? What are the health consequences?
Maybe later on I'll have more trouble breathing because my lungs have been exposed to smoke for such a long time.
Mm-hmm. And then what about other children who have maybe more severe symptoms of asthma, who are living in households with parents who smoke and they're very adamant about not quitting? What do you think the health consequences would be?
Same thing, but probably a lot more severe versions.
Okay. And has your dad tried or made any efforts towards quitting?
He told me that he has many times in the past, but I'm pretty sure that he's tried so many times that he's just given up on it.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you can do to try to get him to quit smoking, especially that, you know, you do have asthmatic symptoms and it could potentially get worse later on? Is there anything you can do about that? Do you feel like you have control over his decision to stop smoking?
Not really.
You feel like you have no control?
Mm-mm.
Has he, I remember once you said he had made a New Year's resolution to stop, or at least minimize the number of cigarettes that he smokes. Has he tried? Any progress with that?
At first, yes, he did, but now he's a little bit, pretty much right back where he started.
What do you think is the biggest issue with parents who smoke?
Once they start, they can't really quit.
Right, and they're not, you know, sometimes they are motivated to quit, you know, as in your case, because you do have health issues, but other times they've just kind of succumbed to it and feel powerless. So, how many cigarettes a day does your dad smoke in the house?
In the house, maybe half a pack.
And then outside of the house, I imagine he smokes
2 packs.
2 packs. So about 2.5 packs a day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And why do you think that your dad is continuing to smoke, given that you have, health issues?
It's addicting.
Right. Very good. How much control do you feel you have over your health, specifically with reference to your asthma?
Little to none.
Tigran, do you believe that secondhand smoke exposure is worse for you because you're so young?
Yes, because my body is still underdeveloped, which will probably have a huge effect on my lungs. And the poison will probably do extra damage because I'm still so young.
And your body's still growing and developing.
Yeah.
Hey Tigran, did you know that 1 in 13 school-aged children, so 1 out of 13 of your friends, has asthma?
Wow, no, I didn't. That shows that's a really big health problem.
Actually, it's a major public health issue. Hey Tigran, do you think that because your dad smokes and because you're exposed to secondhand smoke, that somehow makes you more vulnerable to become a smoker yourself?
Definitely not, because I know how harmful smoking is for other people, and I'd probably not do it.
Okay. Tigran, self-efficacy is your own confidence, your ability that you can accomplish something. Do you think that your dad's self-efficacy is high or low about smoking?
I think it's kind of low because he's tried quitting before, and it hasn't really worked out for him, so I don't think he thinks he can do it again.
Right, so you think that his self-efficacy, his confidence is low about quitting?
Yeah.
According to the American Cancer Society, children who are exposed to secondhand smoke, such as Tigran, take in nicotine and toxic chemicals by the same route smokers do.